All right, y'all ready to rumble? Okay. Wow. All right. Well, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Random Ramblings. I'm Jerome.
I'm Nick.
And I'm Quarantine Hess.
He's Quarantine Hess. We're going notesless this week, everybody. We just watched the finale. It's Sunday night for us. Noteless, baby. What did you guys think of the finale?
I don't want to go first.
All right, Hess, you go first.
It was really good.
Uh-huh.
Really confusing at sometimes for me.
I could see that depending on what confused you.
And then the whole after scene or whatever really threw me for a loop.
That was badass.
The after shit was probably my favorite.
I loved that after scene.
Because the reason I like Westworld is the pondering of what's really going on.
Yeah.
There wasn't a lot of pondering in this episode.
Or this season, really.
This season. So I enjoyed it. I thought it was good. I didn't think it was, like, fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like this season...
It was almost predictable.
A little bit.
I don't want to say that because it's Westworld, but, like...
It was... If you're not a complete idiot, I think it was kind of predictable,
So, like...
With certain things.
Not the whole thing, because like there's no way to know that like there was a park where that was cool. I liked that.
I hope we see more of that. Like a war. Like what's weird is is that because they have War World already. That's World War II world. What do they call that world? Like
maybe they just dress them up. Like today it's Afghan. Yeah,
today's Afghan.
Today's a rug. Afghanistan is what I meant to say. World War II, maybe they go like, hey, let's play MASH and we'll go to Korea. No, I don't know. But, like, you know what I mean? Like, maybe it's something like that. Maybe.
Like, this is like, War World has every different war going on
maybe.
at once.
I don't know.
That would be pretty cool,
We're making this up as we go along.
I like this version of War World.
And I got some heavy, like, Fight Club vibes.
Oh, really? From when?
Did you see Tyler Durden?
No.
Oh,
no, like, especially, like, at the very end, like, before they actually rolled some credits.
Mm-hmm.
Like, when like...
Oh, I get that, yeah. Looking off and the buildings going up.
Shit,
yeah, I could see that. I could see that.
Like, you know, this is welcome to the new world.
I like that. I like it.
And there was that fast clip of a dick.
Yeah, I saw that.
That'd have been really cool, actually, yeah. But I do like that they ended it with her Maeve saying, that was pretty neat. As soon as she's like, this is the new world, I turned to you, I was like, are you fucking kidding me? They're going to end it like this?
Oh, I thought you said what she said, but ahead of her.
No, I knew what she... I just thought you were kidding me.
Yeah. I said, no, I'm Brian.
But I love that.
To me, Maeve was like an idiot this season. Until the end. When she turned into a fucking badass and killed everybody.
She was blindly following Sirach, hoping she'd get her daughter, which we all knew was wrong and never going to happen.
But she's supposed to be the smartest thing alive around.
It's because she is smart until they use her daughter against her. Then she gets all in her feelings, and she needs to get her daughter back.
It was predictable. It was predictable at the end. She was going to go like, oh, no, you know what, Dolores, you're right.
But I like that they had a conversation in Dolores' head to make her switch, other than her just switching.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, I mean, it was cool. And her killing everybody in the dark was pretty cool.
I liked it. It was a lot. It reminded me of season 2 with Bernard and Ford killing those people when the lights were flickering.
Yeah, it didn't to me until you just said that.
Especially the lights kept flickering on Caleb and all that, and then she got shot, and she's like, oh.
Yeah.
If I was Caleb, like I feel like I would have hit the deck. Like I'd
have been afraid to move because I was like, this bitch knows what she's doing. If I get in her way by accident and change things up, I might be getting got.
If it was a comedy, he would have got hit by a stray bullet, and then like the leader's dead.
Yeah.
I like that when he's like, why is everyone calling me sir?
Yeah, she's like, well, you're the leader. And he's like,
that was actually a little Fight Club-ish, too.
A little bit, yeah.
Now that you mention it?
Yeah.
Which I didn't think of until you said that.
That's a good point.
It's kind of like how I had the Kill Bill vibes last, and then you sent me that tweet.
I saw that tweet of someone made the poster and made like that, and I was like, wow, Hess was right.
I sent that to him.
Oh, really?
The other day, yeah.
What did you guys think of in the beginning when Lawrence shows up and gives Bernard
I was like, what?
I was like, oh, fuck, Lawrence! I was so happy, except I really wanted him to see the Man in Black for him to go, hello, Lawrence.
You know what I thought? I was like, that's who she wasted the other ball on?
But did she? Like, was that? I confused you. Was that Dolores or was that Lawrence?
I don't know. I thought it was Dolores, but it was hard to tell.
Yeah,
I don't think there's a right.
I don't know.
They kind of they hinted at it, but they didn't say.
I was confused on.
And I was like, motherfucker, I want to know.
I mean, whoever, if it was Lawrence, which, I mean, she did have a connection with, so it could have been.
Yeah.
But he definitely knew her plan.
Yeah.
Did you see that on HBO they're selling build your own Dolores kits now?
I don't believe you. I don't believe you. I almost fell for him. Like, oh, really? You can get like a toy? But no. Fuck you. I don't believe you. What's the?
But it makes sense now that they were in that room, like when you open it up or whatever.
Yeah.
That was gross.
You know.
Yeah, that was
was pretty weird.
After a while, and she's like stretching her skin and all that. I was like,
she started
this is
pulling her skin out of the bag. I was like, this is like Dexter-ish.
a little bit.
Gross.
I didn't enjoy that. What surprised you guys the most about the episode?
How much fighting and shooting and like action there was.
Oh, really?
I enjoyed that though.
I did too, but I wasn't necessarily expecting that, I guess.
I think the thing that surprised me the most is they never even mentioned the Man in Black or Caleb's ID number or any of that shit.
Yeah, what the fuck is that? Like, I know, because I know in that episode they said that they're using William's DNA to fix Caleb and all these other people. They say that. Mm-hmm. But why do they have the same ID number? Because if you're giving people the same ID numbers, why give them IDs? Like, if your name was Nick and your name was Nick, and I was like, hey, Nick, what do you think about the episode? You guys would be confused on who I'm talking to.
We usually are anyway.
Yeah. But, like, I hope they get more into that. I am super glad, too. This was my biggest thing I was happy about in the finale. No simulations.
Yeah.
That made me happy. Were you glad that there was no simulations, Hess?
Yeah. Because I mean, it would have threw it for even more of a fucking loop.
Yeah, I almost was a little scared when she's like, "Yeah, we met before. That's what you." Then she was talking about him being in Westworld or whatever, and I was like, "Whoa, hold on!" Oh, and then I was like, "Okay, it's a park. Cool. Okay."
Yeah, I like that because I didn't read that anywhere.
I never read that either. Well, so the flashbacks we saw last episode, does that mean all that his friend dying, then blowing up the place, all that was in that world? Is that what they're saying? Like he never actually went to war? It was in Westworld? Or is that just where they were training?
That's where they were training.
Because it looked very similar. You even get to see him shoot the people and all that. Like I wondered if his whole war was just there, or if that was just training.
She said they go there to train.
Okay.
So
I was just curious about that because like, you never know with this show. They'd be like, oh no, you never actually even went to war.
Had they raped them, had they had sex with them and not had adequate...
Well, it's fine. It's in the show.
Okay. Because you always get mad when
Well, because you bring it up. You're like, oh yeah, and this guy's raping this guy real hard. He's fucking him in the ass. The guy's crying, begging for his mom to help him. And I'm like, all right, calm down.
I've never heard him say
never.
He says shit like that all the time. And I'm like, dude, relax.
I mean, maybe off camera, but I've never heard him say that on camera.
Maybe that's just what I hear.
I say rape, and Jerome hears that.
That could be
right. Yeah,
right.
apparently. The new Pleeka series, Jerome goes to a therapist.
Fuck, I wish.
Oh, I would love. I've always kind of. Have you guys ever been curious about going to therapy and what they would say about you?
What do you think?
For you, no, I didn't think about that. I just live my life day by day.
Nobody talks like that.
I'm heading out for some of that natural splendor. I don't give a fuck.
Wow.
That's you.
Yeah, maybe, but I'm not. No, I don't need to go to a therapist.
What about you, Hess? Oh, you said you've been to therapy, right?
Yeah, I've been there. I've been before. Yeah.
Was that a speech therapist?
Yeah. I start the speech therapist tomorrow.
Yeah. I've been to speech therapy. It didn't work. It didn't work.
No.
It didn't work for me.
Might need to keep going.
For real, we should do it.
That's all, folks.
You guys are killing me right now.
Oh boy.
I'll get dressed up. Oh Jesus!
Let him say a sentence.
Okay.
Just get it out. Get it out.
Oh boy.
That's a word.
You get the fucking McKiggles.
You're over there being foghorn leghorn.
I'll just up. I think a fly landed on his face.
No, what I'm saying is I'll dress up. You can come over. We got a couch in here. You can lay down.
Okay.
We'll film.
Wait. We're still talking about therapy, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Because we were talking about rape, and then he's talking
No,
dressing
no.
up,
We're
and you
on
lay on the
therapy
couch.
again.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Just checking.
I got a feeling that Hess would like throw in some weird shit in there. He's like, so what was your childhood like? What do you do with your dick? You know, just random shit like that.
So
you just slide stuff in.
He would throw in weird shit?
Yeah, just to fuck with me. If it was anybody else, I don't think he would. But for me, I think he'd throw in some weird shit like that.
Wow.
You guys might not leave the room.
Maybe.
Throw you some curveball.
Yeah.
Huh?
Is that a pun?
Okay, so I want to talk about the end credit scene because I loved that. So, do you guys think there's a
real quick before you hop in?
Mm-hmm.
Dolores is not dead, right? Like she's not.
She's
done.
dead.
I don't know. I was asking him that. I was like, I have a hard time believing Evan Rachel Wood's not going to be in the show.
But here's the thing.
because there's like 900 of her that she made clones of herself. Or whatever.
Yeah, there's a lot of theories that the other Pearl is her in Berlin, but now we know it's Lawrence, or unless that was actually Lawrence and it could have not been. I don't know.
Of Arabia?
Yeah.
I thought their police outfit was pretty cool.
I did really like that. That was pretty sweet.
Kind of like a war zone.
His fucking face mask. I was like,
but yeah, I have no answer for you. I don't know if she's dead. She's
dead.
I'm pretty sure she's set up for season 4, or at least she claims to be. So I don't know.
Here's the thing. It's two different questions. She can be dead. They'll just rebuild her and bring her back in.
But she has no memories. Her memories were all erased. So if she's back, she's not that Dolores anymore. Oh, see, that's what I think Bernard saw his wife to be like, oh, you don't have to forget the ones you love, and blah, 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 blah. So he can bring back, if he wants 4, he can bring back Dolores, stuff like that. And then now he's going into the Valley Beyond, and we'll get into that. But I think you might be right on him building back Dolores.
That's just the season off.
But you're like Hess. Season 1, he thought Dolores and Maeve were going to fight. He was just a couple seasons wrong.
Then they fight every episode.
Yeah. But so now, Man in Black. Main attraction. Do you think there's a time jump, or was this happening while the season was going on? Like, when he goes off and he's like, give me the Delos files, give me my money back. Right after that, he goes to Delos and finds Charlotte Hill.
Charlotte Hill's burnt to crisp her fucking left arms like a fucking McChicken sandwich.
Yeah, but she said she kept that there as a reminder. And because when they showed the city, it doesn't look blown up or anything. No, so this could have been before.
After she got burnt, right?
Yeah, it's after that. But my question is there a time jump from the end of the season where it ends like Fight Club, or is this before that, like before the Stark dies?
It's definitely not before.
Because it's daytime and everything wasn't blown up. So that's why I'm just curious. Because if it was before, my thinking is it's like before the riots happened, like that morning. Before the riots happened.
No, I think it's after.
Okay, and how long after? Because the Man in Black hasn't aged that much. He looks the exact same, and he's got blood in his mouth.
I think it's however long it took him to get there. He talked to that guy to give him the money.
So you think right after the money thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's like 2.5 hours.
Okay, because when at first it showed the city nice and clean, I was like, oh boy, is this like a big time jump? And then I saw him, and I didn't think anything of the time jump thing, like I was saying.
I mean, maybe it's 6 months. I don't know. I don't think it really matters. I think it's just after that.
See, to me, that does matter quite a bit. Like how long it took him to plan on and what was going on, and then he still goes to Delos.
Why does it matter?
It's like, what if Caleb did make the world better, and he's like, oh, I don't have to do this. But clearly, like, that didn't happen. So I was curious what happened in the meantime that made him still...
Yeah, I don't know. I just took it as it was relatively soon after. Just because we see they're not rioting anymore doesn't mean...
Well, but the cities didn't look blown up. All the buildings look nice and clean.
Well, that's what happens when the sun comes up.
But I guess it depends on where Delos is and all that, too.
Yeah.
I would like to point out the podcast that I listened to kept saying it's a simulation, and one of the things that they said the reason they thought it was a simulation is because when Caleb and Dolores meet, it goes from daytime to nighttime.
Mm-hmm.
I told you this.
Oh, yeah.
There's literally in between that, there's a scene where the sun fucking comes up. So I don't know where these people.
We talked about this.
Was that when?
No, I think we talked about that on Call of Duty though.
Yeah,
when we were playing.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah. So like
I just wanted to say that.
Just say that they're wrong again.
Like it drives me fucking.
Yeah, the Ringers learned a lot this season, and it really bugged me because I liked listening to their podcast last season.
I like half of them.
Yeah. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So we haven't actually gotten into this shit. So he shows up to Delos. He talks to the lady. A security comes up. He kills the security guard. I was really hoping that was gonna be like that war dude.
How big was your boner when this was going on?
Through the roof, literally.
The credits are going, and I was like...
And I was yelling about the Man in Black. I was throwing a fit.
He didn't do a goddamn thing. What the fuck was the point of him being in the episode?
That's actually a really good... I should put like... what do they put that in TV shows? Reenactment? Yeah, it was a good reenactment of what I was doing.
Wow.
But anyways, he gets in there. He kills the security guard. He goes right down to Charlotte Hale. And he's talking to her for a bit. She says, I'm not Dolores anymore. I'm someone else, but you're still Dolores. You may have changed who you are, but that's your name.
She's Dolores.
Yeah. And then she goes, oh, yeah, you are going to help, but us. And then the robot, him, walks in, beats the shit out of him, cuts his throat. William's dead. So my question is, though, because we've seen the host hybrid of him. Is this the host hybrid from the end credit scene from last season? But that's the part of the reason I thought about the time jump, too. Because if not, then there is 2 Man in Blacks now.
Well, and what if they're meshing together?
Who?
Yeah, what?
Like what? like you said, like what if the Man in Black with the hat on, who is now the host,
mm-hmm.
like what if that is him from the end of season 2.
Well, that was my question. Is if that's him, and if that is him, then there's a time jump because if they've said that's far in the future. He's relived season 2 a bunch and blah 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 blah.
Yeah, but who put him through season 2?
What?
Who put him through that in season 2 at the end?
We don't know. Emily.
But the host.
Yeah, this is the hosts were testing him.
And what is Charlotte Hale?
A host. Yeah, that's my question.
So that makes perfect sense.
They've said that's far in the future. And
that's far in the future. That doesn't mean his creation is far in the future.
So you're saying, so he does this all for them, and then they just wipe his memory and tell him redo that, and then because like
probably
in that host hybrid of him, he has no memory of being out here in the real world doing all shit, interacting with these people. He thinks he's still right after Ford dies in the park's going to shit. He goes down there to get Dolores and Bernard, and he's interrupted by Emily. So they'd have to wipe his memory.
Well,
and put
how many James Dells did they make?
Yeah, like 600 or 700. I don't know.
Yeah.
So you think they just make another one, put him down there later on, like in season 5 or 6?
Yeah, but I think this is the original.
Okay, that's my question for this. Okay.
I mean, that's what I think. That's how I took it. I was like, oh, so this is
the start of all that?
Next season, he'll be, like, in charge and back from the dead or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And eventually...
I just kind of right. I remember in our theories, I said, what if I did think it'd be the original William, but I said the Man in Black's in charge of Westworld and helping that seem normal. And now he is, but as a robot. I just clicked in my head.
Possibly. I was thinking Delos, but...
Well, yeah, but Delos is Westworld and all that. I just couldn't connect it as the same name. But that's interesting. I didn't connect that until now. So do you think after all this shit, by the end of the show, we'll see a robot Ford or see Anthony Hopkins back in playing Ford?
Nope.
I don't believe. I want him to be back, so I'm going to say yes. What about you, Ass?
I don't think so.
You don't think so either?
So.
I think we will.
We're not seeing Ford. We're not seeing Logan.
I think...
Give it up.
We might not see Logan.
You think Anthony Hopkins is like, I don't need to come do Westworld.
I feel like you...
Yeah.
You kind of look like Logan.
I could be Logan.
Really?
I could be a young Logan. They should cast me as young Logan, and I'll be a robot him. Like they had young Ford.
Wow.
Shout out Jonathan Nolan, Lisa Joy. Hit me up.
700 in like 7 years we'll get season 4.
Oh, I fucking hope. They're in quarantine. Just write season 4 right now and get the film.
It's going to take forever because I mean they're in quarantine right now.
Yes, they could just write. They could write the whole season.
Fucking took almost 2 years for fucking season 3 to get here.
Yeah, I hope it doesn't take another 2 years. I might not make it. I'll be dead by then.
What?
I'm gonna get hit by a car or something.
You don't leave the house.
Yeah, but every time I do, I go in a parking lot and a car almost hits me.
The only time you leave the house is when I come over to celebrate your birthday.
Yeah. I almost get hit by a car by his house. I've been hitting our own parking lots a couple times.
Maybe you should look where you're going.
I look.
Yeah.
I look.
Walk. Yeah, I can't talk. I'm done. Is that it? You guys got anything else?
Oh, I was kind of confused about the Ciroc stuff.
Well, he wasn't dead.
We
never saw him die.
Well, he's dying on the floor. I'm pretty sure he's
his hand was hurt. I don't know if he died from a hand wound.
He was holding his chest because he was shot. Or stabbed.
Rehoboam was the only reason he was like.
Yeah, and I think he was Rehoboam because Rehoboam was connected to him and shit. So I think he's gone.
Rehoboam is dead, so is Ciroc. That's the way I took it.
Yeah.
I
he
didn't
was
take
stabbed.
It that way.
His hand wasn't hurt. He was holding his chest because he was bleeding out.
She fucking
he
blew
was
the
bleeding.
thing up that was.
Well, it zapped him. It didn't blow up. It zapped his hand. He dropped it, and then because then it turned off her thing being frozen.
Well, I mean, it hurt his hand.
Yeah, it zapped it, but his hand was bloody because he was holding his chest.
Oh, all right.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure he's dead because she stabbed him in the chest.
And I don't think he dies because it died. I think.
But they were connected. Like it seemed like he was Rehoboam. Rehoboam like took over him or something.
It took over him. He said, like he said, he had the thing in his ear and he was obeying it. He was doing what it says, but I don't think it was him.
Rehoboam.
I mean, he was definitely connected to it, and he was definitely doing what it says because it was for the better good or whatever. Mm-hmm. But I don't think he was still a human.
And like I know at the end he wasn't connected and he was doing shit, but I felt like while that was connected and Rehoboam was on, I feel like they were one and the same, basically.
I mean, basically, but
at the end when Rehoboam was like connected to,
it literally said, "Hey, say this," and he was like, "Oh, I'll say that," and then Mae was like, "No, fucking, I know what you're gonna say."
Yeah, no, I get that.
You know, so it was cool. I was glad that it was like that. It wasn't what everyone thought.
Oh, see, I thought that basically said people were right, except for being of the hologram and all that. But I thought that was pretty close to saying that.
Oh, see, I thought there was no simulation, and I felt like he was a person. He was just kind of like what she said. She called him a puppet. He was a puppet.
Yeah,
totally.
I'm your puppet.
So what else happened that you guys want to talk about? Want to talk about Bernard?
Yeah, he's
Bernard
dusty.
So he met Arnold's wife, which I thought that was pretty cool. I liked that. I liked that he saw Arnold's wife.
Yeah. Had they not explained it to me at the end, I don't think I would have got why.
What'd they explain? Because I don't remember what they said.
They're saying that basically she taught him to put the past behind him.
Oh,
yeah.
You know, you didn't get that from what she literally she literally says that.
I mean, I got it, but I was just like, did we really need to see all this? Like,
well,
I see him fight more people.
Yeah, I think you just need to go watch John Wick or something to get it all out of your system.
Maybe.
But I think that was so that way, like, to remind, like, because he's like, I can't get rid of Charlie, and she's like, well, you shouldn't do that. So I think it's to hold on to that stuff, but I think it's to, like, make him forgive Dolores too. Maybe he will build her back and all that. But I really like that he got to meet her because he's only ever really actually seen her through the computer screen.
Yeah, it's not what I expected at all, for sure.
I knew there would be some kind of twist with it, and then once they got there, and they're like, "Oh, I'll get her. She's having one of her good days." I was like, "Oh fuck, what's this?" And then I was like, "Is this gonna be? It has to be something with Charlie because he's seen that all season."
Yeah.
And then it was her, and then I thought that was pretty cool. I like that she called him Arnold too in the end, and he didn't. He's like, "No, it's Bernard, bitch." He's like, "No, yeah," and like held her hand.
She's like, "You haven't aged a day."
Yeah.
So how long do you think it's been for Bernard to be that goddamn dusty?
I feel like a couple years at least a year. I don't know how many.
And what? So he just like saw whatever he saw. And
Yeah, he went into the Valley Beyond. I think because like this world's now going to mess. They were in a mess. They had to start their whole new world. So I think to see if setting them free, because like he says, our world had to be chaos to become good.
So now they can just jump worlds if they put that headband on.
Well, he can only go to the Valley Beyond. That's it. Because he has the key to the Valley Beyond in his head. If Dolores put that on, I don't think anything would happen because the key's not in her head.
Just have a halo.
But I think he went there to see, did they actually do good? Did they build a new good world? And if they did, then he can come out and be like, yeah, that actually worked. Everything went to chaos, so that way we could, like, we're not we're controlled anymore, so that way we can do this. And then, but with the way his face looked when the thing turned off, he looked a little scared or something. Like some bad shit happened.
To me, he looked mad. But
to me, it looked angry and terrified to me.
But to me, also, it's kind of like when last season when Charlotte left with all the balls, they're like, we can do whatever we want because you have no idea. So like he can see whatever they decide they can do.
But his facial expression was definitely like troubled. They could he smiles plenty of time. He laughed when Stubbs said "fuck you, Bernard" one last time. Yeah. He could have been like, "Oh wow, they actually did good. Teddy's king, and this place is nice." But it looked like some shit went down. Akichita's been cutting people's heads off again and putting the maze in there. So it seemed like some bad stuff.
None of those fuckers got along before they went in there. I don't know why they'd get along now.
What do you mean they didn't get along?
None of the people that went in there necessarily got along.
But who? I can't think of anybody in there that, like, because Teddy's in there, all the Akichita's people's in there, Maeve's daughter and Maeve's daughter's new mom.
Did Teddy get along with them?
I don't remember him interacting with them, really. Other than when but they were all in their storylines. That's the only reason I can think of any of them would have fought. Is because
like 4 years
they were forced to fight, but now they're all free.
So now they can fight on their own.
I don't think maybe they are fighting. That's why he's mad. But I don't think they didn't get along before, only because of their storylines. They didn't get along.
Yeah, but that's still their memory.
Yeah, but like if someone forced me to beat the shit out of you,
I'd still hate you.
Oh, so you're just a dick. That's what it is. Like, if Hess beat the shit out of me, but it's because Ford tweaked his mind and made him come in here and beat me every single day, and I woke up and I don't remember, then he beats me again, and then one day I remember all that, I'm going to be mad at Ford, not Hess.
Oh, so then when Bernard brings you back to the real world, you're going to fuck it up?
I'll fuck up Ford, but then I'll be like, he's already dead. But I think they'd be more mad at... They're more mad at their creators, not each other.
So if Hess is walking in front of you, he's beat you up like 157,000 times in a row. Mm-hmm. He's walking in front of you, but now you're free. You're not going to, like, kick his foot and make him trip?
No, I'm gonna. If I see Ford, I'll kick his foot and make him trip.
Ford.
It's not Hess's fault.
It's very diplomatic of you, Jerome.
Yeah, I don't think it's the person's fault.
I just do think they left it open so they could. Something's off.
I think that's very clear that they do that every season.
Yeah, so that's.
I wasn't saying that, but I was just saying to me.
I'm not arguing.
His facial expression looked like something went wrong. Because
or something corrupted him.
Oh, like Teddy hacked into his body or something? I mean, not necessarily him, but something like that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Or
Ford
like, what if he thought he had more control, and then like he found out he didn't have the control.
Oh, and he was like trapped there or something?
Yeah, something like that.
It could have been something like that, and then his look was like, oh my god, I actually got out. It could have been that, too.
Yeah, that's what I mean. it has a million possibilities, which is cool. I mean, God knows what Reddit will say.
Well, they got to give you something to fucking chew on for fucking a year and a half, 2 years.
Yeah.
At least we can watch 2 seasons of The Mandalorian before that.
I mean, because honestly, if they didn't have that end scene, I don't know how I really would have felt about this. Like, I would have been like, wow, okay, like,
yeah, I would have
been like you after season
1 and 2
or 2, yeah, where you're just like, I don't really care.
No,
like,
honestly, before the end credit scenes, I turned to Nick and I go, so this was just a connection in season 4, right? This is just like a little bloop in between seasons, like to like almost like if they had like a comic tie-in. Like, this is how we connect these two in a way.
It connected all 3 seasons too.
Yeah,
going back.
But it seemed like I don't know. I felt like it could have been. This should have been bigger and going to the world a little bit. But then that end stuff made me happy.
I felt that way at the end of this too. I think the only difference is that I know there's a season 4.
Yeah, that helps.
Right.
That helps.
So, but yeah, I mean, if it ended right now, it could just end.
It could end just like Fight Club ends, and you're like, oh, I wonder what happens.
Yeah. If you don't have the end credit scenes, it could be the series.
Fucking episode.
I was like, what in the fuck?
But they do say that.
I thought
say
your like arm fell off.
my arm just
was out of my peripheral.
Pull your skin up.
Dolores.
Sorry, but they do say that. They say they try to make every season as like an ending, just in case, or like whatever.
Yeah.
So I did like that, but yeah, it was when it ended and Dolores or Maeve was saying her thing. I was like, okay, that's funny, but is this really the ending? And then I was mad about the Man in Black, but then they cleared some of that shit up for me. And they did totally tease shit for season 4, which I like.
Yeah. I think the tease for season 4 was probably the best part.
So since after the Man in Black kills the Man in Black, and they show Bernard shit, we see, or in between that, we see they light up the room, and there's a bunch of hosts being made.
Mm-hmm.
So those are clearly brand new pearls, brand new people, right?
I was hoping we'd get a little bit more
name,
of that.
Yeah. Do you guys think the next season we'll see a brand new Westworld open up?
Probably.
Yeah, probably.
And then like it'll open, like we'll see a whole scene, someone else dropping a paint can or something like that, like the little routines.
And then with all like mostly new characters and shit.
Yeah,
I hope they don't
I kind of hope they do something like that too. I think that'd be kind of neat.
To a degree, yeah.
Yeah, I think that'd be pretty cool. Because they always say they'll bring it back to the park somehow. So I hope they do something like that.
It went back to the park this episode.
Yeah, but only in fucking Dolores' head.
Yep, and Caleb's.
Oh yeah, but that wasn't Westworld. I like World, so that I don't count that as going back. They mean going back to Westworld when they say go back to Cowie. No. So what else happened? That was
Marshawn Lynch caught a fucking.
Yeah, no, you got a fucking harder. He was like jerking off basically every time Marshawn Lynch was in his scene. He's like, oh, was that Marshawn Lynch? And then he slammed into the wall, and he's like. The whole time.
He went beast mode.
He was like, when I was excited for William, he was like, oh my god, Marshawn Lynch.
I just thought it was funny. He caught that thing and threw it back, and then he's like a lead blocker, like leading the way.
And then he gets sniped in the chest. He didn't even have self-revive on.
He didn't get sniped. He got shot with one of those fucking...
I know. You have to say the specific gun he got shot with. I was meant he got shot with a bullet.
No, I have no idea what kind of gun he got shot with.
He just got hit with a bullet, and she had to go save him.
Was it even a bullet, though? I think it was like...
Yeah, they were shooting at Caleb, and he got hit and fell down.
Oh, I thought it was like a riot kind of thing.
But yeah, do you think so? Do you think he's gonna be dead, or do you think Ash and Giggles will be in season 4?
I think he'll be dead.
Yeah. I don't know if he's dead, but he's not gonna be in season 4.
I think they will be. I think they'll be like if William's the president or the king. I think they'll be with him. William, I meant Caleb.
Okay.
If he's in charge, I think they'll be
like
with
his
him.
personal bodyguards or something.
Something like that. Or they'll just be around there with him. They're his
Marshawn
skinny pig and Badger.
Marshawn Lynch can be a jester.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else though? I can't think of much else that happened, honestly.
I guess. So, do you think season 4 is gonna be like apocalypse type stuff, or do you think everything will be cool now?
I feel like they'll skip that and just show it like starting to be rebuilt, and they'll show Westworld already happening like years later. The Man in Black is gonna be a robot. Probably the Man in Black will probably be the motherfucker. I can't think of his name. The guy from the Westworld the movie. That's like the
Yul Brynner?
Yeah, he'll be the Yul Brynner down there. Like it'll be like a Westworld type thing down there again, except the bills and stuff like that. I think, and I think we'll show Caleb like what his ideas are building the new world. Because we got all the chaos here. I think they'll kind of skip being like a Mad Maxy show. But I could be wrong, but I feel like they'll skip that to get to their plans.
Yeah, maybe.
So any last things you guys want to discuss? Anything you're looking forward to for next season?
I don't want to talk about season 4. Yeah,
what would you like to happen in season 4?
I would like it to come out in 2021.
Yeah, I think we all would, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Go film how The Mandalorian does. They get those out quick.
Filming how any other show in the world does.
Well, yeah. I know it's expensive, blah blah, but like most shows get this done.
Like here's a show we
did all that shit on location.
But only the last couple seasons they did that, and the last couple seasons weren't very well received. So maybe they should have done it like they used to.
Yeah, and one of the reasons it got delayed was because there wasn't snow. Yeah. And then I feel like HBO wanted to delay it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're going, fuck, we don't have another headliner. We don't have another banger.
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally forgot what I was going to say. I was going to say
You're talking about it coming out in the year 2021. It's just what you would like to happen in season 4.
I want it to be all like snipers and
you want it to be Warzone?
No. No, I think that'd be kind of cool.
Like I want them parachuting in.
Yeah. Yeah, and if you could like, you know, that'd be cool to see like snipers and shit, like taking out bounties and shit. Not like the whole season, but it would be cool to see like people on the Rico app, like if they take the fucking, you know, if they take like a bounty and then they have to do it like sniper style.
So you just want to see more Rico app stuff. I feel like I think that's gone considering Rehoboam's gone and he controlled it.
I think so too.
Yeah, their Twitter stuff they did to promote this was pretty neat.
Yeah,
for last episode, the Rico World and all that.
Yeah, they I was expecting more out of the Rico app from today.
So did I, because of the way they did all that. And it's just because it was chaos. It was like, oh, the Rico people hacked this. Because those are all Rico people that were doing that.
Yeah.
The stuff, the chaos down there, which I think is probably why it was so little. Because they were going to Insight to protest there because Insight was controlling them through the Rico app, probably.
Yeah, like they all got paid by Dolores to go riot.
Yeah, I like that. How you pointed out, so they're... In the beginning, she's getting sniped, and she's like, she's talking to fake Charlotte Hill, the hologram her, and those people are shooting at her and killing all, and she's like, ask the sniper how much he's getting paid. Okay, double that and tell him to kill his friends and walk away. And you're like, Caleb literally did that and has been fucked up, and they had a racist memory, and he killed his friend and all that. And then Caleb was there like, oh, okay, and just walked away. And I was like, that's a good point. Yeah,
that'll be cool when like, and I mean, the world that we live in, where the internet's like that fast.
Oh yeah,
where you can get like. You have something like in your ear, and you can just, you know what I mean, like just.
Yeah,
boom, boom,
I'll
boom.
like ask Hess how big his cock is right now, and he's like, oh, 12 inches. And I'm like, okay, cool.
You could just do that now. The internet is that fast.
No, but I'm just like, I just gotta do this, and I can get an answer from Hess right away.
Why do you have to put your finger in your ear?
Because you gotta hit the button to make the robot go. That's how they do it in TV shows.
Oh.
They always gotta be like, okay, what are you saying? Gotcha.
I think we should
didn't hit a button.
When all this COVID shit is over, we should like get together and like recreate or like act out how we think season 4 will be.
Okay, I'm down for that.
That'd be cool.
I'll be Dolores. I'm just gonna lay on the floor.
Wow.
No, but that would be kind of neat.
You have to be topless though.
Oh, okay, we'll make a Westworld season 4 trailer.
You could be in Shogun World.
My nuts will be Rehoboam, hanging right over your head.
I think that's where we wrap this up. Thanks for watching, everybody. Please like, subscribe. Go check out our polls on Twitter and YouTube to vote for what we do next for the show.
Let's probably cut that and put that at the beginning, huh?
Maybe. But yeah, we'll see you guys next week for, we don't know, because it hasn't been picked out yet.